What's up, my pugnos? Andy Vlogs. Excited to share another video with you guys. This actually is quite a milestone for the YouTube channel. I'm in collaboration with a company called iSteady Cam, who has provided me complimentary a Steadicam for your GoPro action camera, and I'm going to review it for you guys here and let you know whether it's good or not. This usually retails for over $100, and I wanted to share this with you because it's important before you make a decision to see if it's good or not. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what you guys will expect when you purchase this product. It looks like it's all packaged in a nice little faux leather, sturdy travel case kind of a thing. It gives you 600 degrees of panning rotation, splash proof, it's IPX4, camera control and charging, and then they've got motion time lapse. There goes all the sales aids. This is the Steady Pro 3 by Hohem. H-O-H-E-M. Hohem. Out of the box, you've got the device itself. It looks like it's already charged somewhat. You got your thumbstick, record mode, pan up and down, your 3-axis gimbal, you got your trigger, 1/4-inch slot for a steady, or you could have something that comes out for your phone. And then you've got all of your connection dealy-majigs. Okay, well that's the gist of it. I mean, it's pretty light. It's pretty straightforward, but it does have a mini tripod mount here that it comes with that you screw on the bottom. That'll allow you to set it down in a tripod fashion if you're doing time lapse. Okay, so it appears you unscrew these thumb things, and this is how you're gonna fit your GoPro. So it is kind of clunky here putting it together, but once you do and you've unscrewed this, you're gonna slide it in. It's got grooves right there, and it's gonna slide as far as you can. And then this little crossbar right here, you're going to tighten it right up against the lens. It looks good. I need to fix the cross arm so it's not in front of that screen. It is not heavy at all. That's the one thing that I really like about this, is how not heavy this thing is. Alright, I'm going to go through all the instructions, and then I'm going to show you kind of a side-by-side. I just realized you can connect the iSteady to your GoPro as a remote. So if you go into the settings of the GoPro and turn on this Wi-Fi indicator right here, you turn this on to Wi-Fi, you'll be able to connect it as a Wi-Fi remote. So once you hit record on this, it'll hit record instead of having to touch the gimbal. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. So firstly, what you need to do is you need to turn on the device. Okay, so from the connections tab, you're going to need to go into connecting as a wireless connection. It's on. Then you're going to turn on the Wi-Fi little trigger. As you can see, I turned on the Wi-Fi. Now it's going to be pairing. You need to connect the device, smart remote, and then it's going to look for it. There we go. It's now connected as a smart remote. As you can see, when I hit record, it hits record. As I hit record, it turns it off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is what it looks like in action. This is what you're going to be doing. You want to have this elbow out, and then you want to have this joint facing you. That is a common misconception when you're putting this together. I also have the Wi-Fi turned on so I can hit record right down here from the remote. Now, there are 4 different settings with 4 different buttons, and I'm going to go through all of those for you right now. We're going to start with the first mode, PF, that's pan forwarding. That means that the tilt and the roll are locked. So the only thing that you're getting is this panning like that. The next setting is pan tilt forwarding. This is the next common. So you are going to be able to control the camera somewhat up and down, and you're going to be able to pan left and right. You don't have the rolling yet. The roll is locked, and you basically want to keep your roll locked. The third setting is AL, all locked. So this is going to keep everything. I'm not going to be able to pan or tilt, roll. It keeps it all locked. So this is ideal for really just if you're doing a pan yourself across something. The last is POV. This is basically unlocking everything. So this is going to have your roll unlocked. See how the camera can roll like that. You're able to pan. You're able to tilt up and down, and you're able to pan left and right. Let's talk about the trigger. If you double click the trigger, it's going to recenter your camera. If you click and hold, it actually goes to POV. You're able to unlock the pan and tilt, and I think it keeps the roll. Last but not least, you've got your roll adjustment. So if you aren't centered here, you can manually center the roll so you can get it perfect. Other than that, that's about it. Let's go ahead and show off our tests and do the side-by-side with the Steadicam as well as a handheld. I'm gonna do a side-by-side. These shots are gonna be taken separately. I do not have two GoPros, I've got one, and so I'm gonna follow the same path and show you what it's like. Also note, I'm gonna be putting this on 4K with no hypersmooth boost, because well, when you put boost on, it just makes it look buttery smooth. And the incremental steadiness of having it on steady with hypersmooth boost, you're not gonna be able to really tell. So the first things I'm gonna do is just walk, and then I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna go on a longboard and show you what it's like hand holding it. So let's do it. All right, so we've got the pan locked and we've got the rotation locked. So it's literally just, it only moves up and down. And again, the hyper wide, super wide, whatever that is. We're just walking around my neighborhood. I'm just trying to steady this as best I can with the 3-point tripod. What's between these two shots, as you can tell, is the closeness to my face. Since this hand holding device is shorter than that other device that I used, you're obviously going to get a different picture than the other. But I'm just casually walking here. Now I'm going to switch it to chest facing. Here's the front facing at my chest. No stabilization. Just trying to stabilize as best I can as I walk. Trying not to run into the tree branches like I did. It's cold. All right, let's run. Watch out for obstacles. Yep, this is terrible stabilization. I am not correcting any of this. We're just running to the front and back of my property. Dogs there, go. I'm not running very hard, it's just kind of a light jog. All right, I've got the longboard and we're down the street. I'm just gonna kick a couple times, showing my face in the vlog position, and then we're gonna do it at the chest, and then we'll come back. Yay. And I've got a little helper, Doherty. Yay. All right, let's do this. Woo! I haven't been on a longboard in a while. It's a really smooth ride on the skateboard, but it's all about the stabilization of my hand. I can't keep it stable. Having a steady shot is way better. Okay, we're gonna switch it now. Okay, let's go. That's cool. Don't. Alright, Pugnos, well, I think it's clear a steady cam even with an action cam is really the thing to do. If you're going to be vlogging, if you're going to be doing lifestyle stuff, I recommend that you get something that steadies it, even though it's got the built-in hyper smooth. It was kind of exacerbated because I turned off hyper smooth. I didn't show you what it looks like with hyper smooth, and I think that's obviously explained. You're not going to see much of a difference. However, having a separate steady cam on top of the built-in stabilization is very, very important, and I highly recommend it. Down below in the description are links to the products that I used here, and that helps support the channel if you click those. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your patience and all of your support. I really appreciate it. Go check out this product. It's really good. I recommend it. Andy with Andy Vlogs signing out.